Yo, this is WSoul13 bringing you Raid Shadow Legends. And today, I just want to talk about the promo code, and I think more importantly, I want to talk about like the vault management, because we're getting a new vault, right? So how do you want to do this as a free-to-play, low spender playing the game? So I'm doing my dragon runs today, and yeah, it's been pretty dope. I'm doing stage 24 with my speed team, and enjoying a refreshing can of Dr. Zevia. For reals, guys. One of the most satisfying parts of playing Raid is eventually building your quote-unquote speed team. It doesn't need to be extremely fast, especially for the free-to-play low-spender community. I mean, a lot of speed teams do require Kaimar in it, right? And, you know, I think, and Seer, obviously. So I think one of the coolest things that Raid has done over the years, other than implement the AI customization, is that recently they've allowed us to customize the AI every round. So this allows me to build speed teams revolving around Seer and Renegade more efficiently, you know, because I can tell them to turn off all their other skills after using it once during round one, right? And then if you don't exactly get the one shot here, let's say right here, I don't get the one shot here, they'll just use their A1s the rest of the way. Like right here, see, all they're gonna do is use their A1s until this guy is cleared. I think I have Lydia have that A3 turn on. That should be fine. I was hoping, like, let's say it would be like the last hit, and then Lydia could just come in there and get the last hit on that one. But there you go. So it's still pretty fast. I mean, it's not under 1 minute, obviously. One of the main reasons for that is that my builds are tanky. And the reason why they're tanky is because a lot of these champs are used in other places of the game. Like my Seer is actually my Doom Tower Seer as well, so she needs to be a little bit tanky. And then what's this? Frozen Banshee. Frozen Banshee is actually, I use her in Clan Boss for the use a rare in Clan Boss quest. And then, I mean Advanced quest, right? Obviously Lydia is also in my Doom Tower teams. And then Archmage Helmet, I've been using him in a lot of my New Game Plus videos, because he is a really good free-to-play low-spender progression champ. Like if you get him early enough, I'm talking like a 4 to 6 months of the game. So right before you get Seal of the Drakes, it's a very good idea to be able to get Archmage Helmet that early. And yeah, so after this we're gonna talk about the promo code and all that. So we'll do the promo code right after this, but you know, it's just satisfying for me to watch this. And yeah. Also, at a certain point in the game, 5-star gear isn't really gonna be such an impactful thing in your account anymore. It is what it is. It's gonna take a long time to get there. It took me maybe like a year and a half to feel like that's the case for me. It could be different for you. Obviously, everybody's different. So I guess we do the promo code now, right? Promo code is, I think, return. Okay. And we got some stuff. Alright, this should allow me to finish off dragons today. Yeah, I get a little bit of a extra multi-battle, some more XP boosts, which is good because I think I'm running out soon. Oh, I still have 4 days on it. Oh, that's probably from CBC, that's why. Alright, so that's cool. So let's take a look at the dragons real quick, then we'll do the vault. So this is what I don't like about the way they're doing fusions these days, is that the dungeon divers are not covering the whole event. Like, what needs to happen to get that fixed? I have no idea, but please, Plarium, for God's sakes, just have dungeon divers cover the whole event. I don't care if it's 3 different dungeon divers, just have them go back to back to back and cover the whole event. So every time you do dungeons, you get points. I mean, that seems kind of obvious, right? But the way it is right now, dungeon divers is overlapping with Dragon Tournament for like 1 day. Less than 1 day. And it's kind of crazy, you know? So, I mean, it's okay because champ training is going to be on for a few more days. How many more days is champ training on? An extra day, right? So it's going to overlap for most of dungeon divers. So even if you've already done your dragons, you're going to want to do champ training anyway, because there are some juicy stuff in champ training event, even for fusion events. And I do like that Raid does this, because like putting 6-star champs up is kind of like the bread and butter of F2P low spender players. That should be like the chunk of what you're doing in this game. It's just putting up 6-star champs, getting your faction wars teams better after you've already done everything, getting your Lydia, getting through Hardoon Tower, right? That's kind of the point of playing, right? Yeah, so that's just kind of like a quick tangent there on how the fusion event is going for me. Now let's go to the vault. So how do I feel about this new vault personally? All right. So personally, how I feel about the reserve vault is that this is where you should put your faction guardians. So it's gonna take a lot of space, honestly, of your entire inventory and stuff to do this. And actually, you could also save some resources here, because it does ramp up the cost to get to the 300 for Master Vault and 300 for your main account, right? So the first 100 spots here is going to be extremely cheap, right? So gems versus silver, all right? So I think for the first 100 slots, I've already seen the breakdown. I prefer silver here, because even though the gems are relatively cheap as well, you want to save your gems for the later spots if you want to open up the later spots. That's my humble opinion on it. All right, so we're going to do that. Silver, silver, silver. Okay, so you can see the cost is ramping up, but it's going up by maybe like 20% increments, right? So it's not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad, right? So we're at 70. We're at 80. We're at 90, so that was 200,000 to get to 90, 240 to get to 100, and watch this. Once we get to... What? 800,000? So from here, I think gems would be the better value, right? So, yeah, so I feel like the first 100 slots you can open practically for free. I mean, it does cost silver, but not as terribly as you'd think. So now we want to move all of our faction guardians that are below level 60 that I don't have gear on. Okay, so maybe we'll pick below level 40 instead. Maybe some of these guys probably don't have gear on. So that's the other caveat, is they can't have gear on. Yikes. That kind of does make things a little bit annoying, doesn't it? But yeah, they need to have 0 gear on, or you're going to have to strip them to get them to move to your reserve vault. You can probably do that over time as well with your other faction guardians that you used before, you're not using anymore. It's going to be a little bit of a pain to get rid of them. Maybe you could time it on the days where they have 50% off on the silver cost. But yeah, that's my recommendation for how to manage your champs these days. It's basically a free 100 slots. I mean, it's very close to free. So I definitely feel like you guys should be going for it. Going for that first 100 slots at least, because extra space, you can put your faction guardians there, and all your other stuff if you really need the extra space that badly. I mean, I do already. I'm kind of filling up very quickly. Like I'm in the middle of grinding up my food right now, which is why I'm kind of like gotten a lot of these food champs consolidated into 5-star food champs. But like for a guaranteed fragment event, you're gonna need 150 worth of space for ancients, right? So, you know, it's very tedious to go 10 pull, delete the 10, 10 pull, delete the 10, right? That's tedious as heck. This is kind of a free way to just open up more space for everybody for all sorts of uses. It's a great thing from Plarium. It's just annoying to have a different kind of vault and have another thing you have to sort. I mean, but I understand from a data preservation standpoint why they had to do this, because I'm pretty sure tethering all the items to the champs eats up data somehow in their server or whatever. So yeah, hopefully you guys dug that one. We're gonna do more like new player stuff soon. I wanted to do I already did a Helicath video, but I need to do some editing on it because I kind of messed it up at the end, but we'll see. It's a Helicath video focused on my Valacath build, and I'm teaching you how to scale from a 4 key to a 2 key. So that's about it. I'll see you all next time, okay? Bye.